Hello and welcome to this video brought to you by Louis Ad. I hope you guys are doing well and having a wonderful weekend. In this video, we'll be using the Pupa tool to create a nice simple animation. So the goal with this is to kind of show you guys how to use the Pupa Addon if you have a copy, and also just a fun project that we can use to kind of play around. So I have this character and I hope to use him for the project. So if this is your first time using Pupa, to install it, you just, the usual way of installing in Blender, you just go where you located it. It should be like a zip file. You click on the zip file and yeah, you should be good. I don't have it currently here, but that's the process. And once you have it loaded in, you just click on enable and save your user preference. While you're at it, you can go ahead and enable Rigify. So you just enable Rigify and that's all. Even if you don't enable Rigify, the new Pupa update will tell you what to do so you don't run into errors. Just to make it easier for people getting started to kind of set things up. Okay, so we have this nice character I got from Make Human, and we want to rig it up in Blender. So the way you go about it is first we select all the objects that we want to apply the rig to and create a new collection. So we can call this collection male. I'm just going to select all this object and drag them into this male collection. So let's click on that and click on create rig. If you have it looking weird, either the scale of your character is a bit off, so you can apply the rotation and scale and try that again. So I did a shortcut for that, but if you want to do it through the menu, so if you select everything with A, you can go to object, apply, rotation and scale. So basically it's going to apply it and make sure Blender is working with the right accurate information about your model. So we can click on create rig and we have this, we have all the points. So let's quickly just place them where they're supposed to be. You can use this as a reference to guide you on where to place the points. Also, just a heads up, Pupa works with other type of rigs, not just the Rigify. If you have auto rig, which is a lot of investment, you can just rig your character auto rig and start using Pupa's animation. So it's not just limited to Rigify. It's built to be very robust and work with basically all types of rig you might want to use. So I'm just gonna place this point quickly. The finger is just the part that takes the longest. So you just want to go in and make sure everything looks as you would want it. And yeah, we're good. Maybe I'll pull this in so it's inside the object, and we can do preview rig. At this stage, you can take your time to see what you want to make sure the bone is placed accurately. If you want to be more very precise like that, you can go in and really make sure things fit perfectly for you. So just doing a little of that. So just placing them nicely, and I think we are all set. Let's check the neck out. This is obstructing us, so we can hide this for a bit. And I think we are good. And note, this also works for asymmetrical characters. So if you turn off the asymmetry here in the tools, if you turn it off, then you can work with asymmetrical characters. So let's bind the collection. So all the objects inside that male collection are going to be binded. So it's going to generate the rig and also bind your character. So it's done real time. And here we go, we have our rig working. So sometimes you might run into this. The reason for this is the bend of the knee. So the way you fix it is, let's undo everything. So Ctrl Z, and you can just grab this point and kind of bend it a little bit. This is not a proper thing, it's more of the way IK chains work. So you want to kind of bend it towards this way, and it kind of fixes that, and we bind it again. Okay, so it's done. and we can test out the knees again, and it works great. So from here on, what this provides you is just a nice rig which you can basically manipulate any way you want. So we have access to like the deformation layer bone, which you could do here by yourself, but we wanted to just make it easier because realistically this tool was built to solve a personal problem which I was having for an animation I was doing for a client. I tried to use Mixamo for that project, but it just felt so cumbersome, and I needed the tool that will handle that for me. So I came up with that. That's how the whole idea for Pupa came out. So, and I think I'm quite satisfied with the result. To be able to quickly animate stuff, especially if you're not kind of going for Disney level or background if you're going for background characters, trying to create just nice cool looking shots with motion capture data. This is a very good tool for you. Okay, so we are happy with this. Now let's come up with a good story that we'll tell. So let's say this character is walking in this direction, and then he sees someone he knows and says hello. So let's create that someone he knows. So I'm just gonna quickly create a female characters. So make this so let's say it's like a walk thing. So it's a professional lady. And for clothing, okay, let's do this one. Something like this. So she's professional. And let's see, for shoes, can't find heels. I mean, yeah, maybe you could download this somewhere here, but I'm not sure about that. Yeah, so let's just add the hair. And there we go. And let's make this an Asian co-worker. So we can increase the Asian value. And so that sounded weird. Then let's change the skin color. Okay, for the rig, we don't want to I mean, we could easily rig it with Rigify again, but I have created a preset for the Make Human game rig, this particular rig. So we could just do this and send it right into Blender, and it works. And it's a nice way to show up the Pupa system tool. Okay, so I'm going to save this on my desktop. Let's see. Let's give this a different name. So export. Okay, so we're good, and I can go ahead and import the lady. So she comes in already rigged. It's nice. Just to test things out, I will select the Make Human presets, which I created already. I'll be making a video on how you can create your preset, but the new update ships with all of these presets, so you can use them as you want. So I can select just a simple animation and test it out. Okay, so we can see it works right out the back, except for her toes, which we can fix by just selecting it and rotating it on the y-axis. So let's say -30. So maybe for some of you this is not ideal compared to Motion Retargeter, but this isn't just like Motion Retargeter, and we're trying to solve different problems from Motion Retargeter. We're basically creating a very broad tool that can fit so many rig and different project types. So that's the problem we're trying to solve. So we can see it works, and let's set it up. Okay, so we have the character here, so we should have him walking forward a bit, and then we have him say hello to her and then keep walking. So for that, let's select a simple walk animation. So maybe he got a promotion and is brutally happy. So if we click on the preview, but before that, let's make sure we have the right preset. So Rigify, and click on it again. So we can let it play. Right now the animation is looping. So we could do repeat animation because there are several ways we can go about this. We want him to walk up to this extent. We can choose to animate it ourselves. We can choose to make it stay in place and then repeat the walk loop a couple of times. And then we can move him. Or you could choose to just apply it and use the extend animation feature to make him keep moving forward. In the future, I will make that the repeat animation will allow him to keep moving forward in time. So if I press apply, I can click on extend animation and the next animation will continue from this direction. Okay, so he's going to continue from here. So we have a nice continuous work. Okay, so let's go with that for now. And let's do that one more time. You know what? Let's get a stop walking. Okay, so he has stopped walking now. So what we have here is he walks up to this extent and stop walking. And then we can apply the animation. So if you have this that kind of quick snap there, something you could do is at this position we can copy all of this keyframe and move them a bit forward. So let's leave it like that. Okay. And then I forgot to adjust the position of this. So we could do that a couple of ways too. But at this point we can just use the graph editor. So we get the torso Z location and move it on the Y axis. And that fixes that. Okay, and then we have the lady walk up to him. Let's set up a nice camera. So make it like a movie. So we have him walking, follows him for a bit. So we have it like this. And then we can switch it to his face. So this should follow him slightly. I'm gonna switch this to linear animation so it doesn't do that. Okay, and then here we get like a broad camera action. So it's showing him. Stop walking. So we introduce the next character at this point. It looks like a game cutscene. Anyways, so now we have what we want. At this position, this is where we want our lady character to come towards the guy. And since we don't want any keyframe to be added before, at this frame, I'm just going to insert a keyframe, and then we can use the extend animation to continue the work animation from here. So now I'm going to switch it to make human. By the way, this works also with human gen. So let's do work. Work female. So we'll do like a female walk and preview animation. So importantly, I have the extend animation enabled so that it's now ignoring this. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, this is an issue with Pupa itself. So a quick solution for this is to just quickly, this Pupa collection amateur, you can rotate this on the Z-axis 180. So that's another way you can still control the final output, because you have access to the FBX file. So we can have this here. Let's see if we can move this. Okay. And so, this is a bug, but you could use that as picture, animate this, and then it's still transferred. But yeah, I would try to fix that with a new update. I'll try to just, it shouldn't be hard to fix. But yeah, so we have the lady stop here. And while we're at it, let's address the Z location. So let's see from the camera view. I think she's coming in too fast, so I'm going to slow her down slightly. And I want to make some custom adjustment to the hands. I mean, we can do that later in the cleanup phase, but okay, so we have her here, and we can apply the animation. So what we have, so here we can just keep adding more animation. Let's try to add one more for like talking, him talking. I'm gonna do the same thing for the lady. So extend, let's see if we'll find another token. And I've switched the preset, and let's preview it. So with this, we still had that rotation issue, which yeah, I think is really annoying. So we can rotate this on the Z-axis 180. So let's make her feel like she's talking to him. Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and apply this. So let's make it more dramatic. So we have the camera zoom out slightly. You know what, that was... Yeah, I will switch to her face. So I think we have a very quick snap here. And just grab all of this and move it slightly so it blends in. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Move the camera out a little bit, and then we'll switch to like displaced. So let's see what we have. That must get real. Oh no. Okay, I mean from here, all you just need to go in is to kind of go in and polish it, since we are combining several animations that shouldn't flow fluently, but yeah, I think I will do something for her just temporarily. She kind of jumped into that action, so let me adjust it slightly. So like I said, it's just polishing it now, but for the base stuff, you already have it going, and you can polish it some more with several features, like the animation layer. You just add the animation layer and add more actions, make it feel more grounded with the scene and its action. So let's say, for example, here we first insert keyframe for everything, and right here we want her to kind of look at him, and we want this to be a bit subtle. So she hold this for a bit and then looks up at him, and like, I'm done. What are you doing, man? Okay, wait. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, you can really have a lot of fun with this, and it just gives you the tool to kind of set this up. Temporarily, the rotation issue which you get from applying, maybe you change the rotation. It might just apply to custom rigs, but I think it works well with Rigify. We can actually test that out now. But you guys see the quick solution you can do for that. So I'll rotate this 180 degrees, and let's try applying an animation onto it. Hello. Yeah, so it's definitely just for the custom rigs. Like things by custom rig, I mean like rigs that are not Rigify or auto rig. Because we support Rigify and auto rig pretty well. So it's just an issue for maybe like custom rigs, but apart from that, it should work well for if you're setting up Rigify, you should not experience that rotation issue. But I would definitely address this particular issue with a new release soon, and hopefully I can come up with idea for a very cool feature that will come alongside it, because this actually makes me really excited to keep improving and making it better every single day. Okay, so that'll be it, guys. I hope this tutorial was fun and informative. If you have not gotten your copy yet, please, the link will be in the description. It's a way of supporting the channel and trying to use out this really awesome tool. I assure you it's what you definitely have been wanting this, even though you didn't know yet. Okay, so bye bye for now. See you next time.